Hello, co-creators, and welcome to your January 2025 relationship reading. I am nyemareina, your friendly neighborhood oracle, and as always, let's get started. So the way that we do relationships readings on this here page, Ashe, is we get your energy, co-creator, how you are going to be feeling, Ashe, this month. And then we ask your spiritual team, how is that going to be reflected in your relationships? AKA, how will you be relating this month? How will you be relating with your family, your friends, your businesses, your finances, yourself? How will you relate? Ashe. And Spirit says, and what are you reflecting? Right? And that's where your energy comes in. Ashe, because this month, baby, you King of Cups. Your energy is that of the King of Cups and the energy of the snake. And Spirit says, now that you are aware of the abundance of you, of your King of Cups energy, for some of you, Queen of Cups energy as well, that there's a movement that has happened here, that you've moved from Queen of Cups into King of Cups this month. The energy of compassion, the energy of caring, the energy of being affectionate, the energy of being friendly, the energy of knowing, Ashe, your emotions, understanding your emotions, being able to let them go and rely on your intuition, having faith in that. So much so that you can transform, so much so that you are not afraid of transformation. The snake, Spirit says, don't be afraid to let go. What you need to shed is needed to be shed. So let it go, right? For a lot of you, again, coming out of that queen into the king, a lot of healing has happened for you, is happening for you. Ashe, and you are coming out this month in the energy of a new and improved you, one that sits on the throne of his or hers intuition and emotions. That is powerful, co-creators. So much so that now the universe, your spiritual guide, your team is now asking you the question, baby, now that you're sitting in this energy, now that you understand that you in yourself are abundance. You don't need it. You are abundance. What you own, do. What are you going to do, co-creators? What are you going to reflect? Knowing what you know now. And Spirit says, and how is that going to show up in your relationships? How is that going to show up, Ashe, in how you're relating? Let's get into this snake energy. 10 of feathers. Ashe. Recovery and transformation. Message. A master of spiritual renewal, Snake slides through changes with minimal effort as he sheds negativity and transmutes it into something self-empowering. What you say? In releasing destructive energy, Snake transforms from a lower vibration to a higher one. Snake will assist you through a metamorphosis and will help you regain your focus in the process. By casting away old ways of thinking that hold you back, your upward spiral will begin. Your reality depends on your perspective. What you own, do. Let yourself surrender to change, and you will discover that a revival within has begun. Keywords: recovery, transformation, rising above, time to move on, mental exhaustion, new hope. Ashe, 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 ashe. So we're going to pull a few cards for each of these segments of relationships, Ashe, that the collective is in, right? So we're talking about our partnerships, our business ships. Ashe, ashe, ashe. We're talking about our finances. We're talking about self. So when it comes to family, they're telling me to put it together for, now this is odd, but for family and friends, what does this collective need to know about how they are relating, top cards, with their families and friends? So, family. King of Swords in reverse. I feel like there is a stubbornness here, co-creator. There's a tension here, right? I immediately wanted to crack my back. There's a tension when it comes to family. King of Swords, disaster, oppressive, brutal, Ashe, controlling, right? And I'm also feeling contentment, right? So maybe things go awry when it comes to family, right? Especially when we're talking about snake energy, especially when we're talking about end of the year energy, right? We're talking about swords, so communication as well, the mind, right? So maybe there's been some things on our minds that we want to say, right? Some emotions that we have processed when it comes to family, right? That has left us in this energy. And I feel like this is the energy of knowing, right? And it's like I've processed a lot of these things. And again, well, our beginning message, I've healed from a lot of these things, but I've missed that last step of letting go. I've told myself that I've let go, but really I haven't. So for some of you, you may be processing this in I'm here in the latter half of January, and for a lot of you starting the beginning of January, that this may be a slow process that happens where you are learning to process the emotions that are associated with family, Ashe, and then release them, co-creator. You have graduated when it comes to acknowledging your own emotions and processing. So now it's time to acknowledge that that these emotions were Ashe manifested in the relationships of your family, and now it's time to let that go. And let that be whatever that is, right? Because maybe you realize that this situation is going down. Understand that your family is your family and you want to move forward with them. And for some of you, maybe you don't. Either way, we have to let go of the disaster, oppressive, brutal, controlling energy, emotion that still sits in these relationships, right? And process them and let them go, right? You've graduated. You should be able to start to transmute this energy, co-creator. And if you haven't, this is the time to do so. Ashe, ashe, ashe. When it comes to friends, talking, interested, conversing more, a weighted message arrives, text, calls, emails, hovering. Excuse me. Now, I did find it funny that they wanted me to pull these two cards together, right, and see this contrast as well. And they kind of made me feel like too, because a lot of you guys have adopted your friends as your family, right? A lot of you have embraced soul ties, soul tribes, right? Soul connections, and they have been there a bit more in the healing capacity, Ashe, than your family. And I want to say that that's what I'm feeling like, right? But the overall elevated perspective, Ashe, co-creators, is that we manifest these relationships, right? Whatever they are all tools for us to gain blessings, gifts, and wisdom. Ashe. Every opportunity that you have to relate to anything gives you the opportunity to gain from that blessings, gifts, and wisdom. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that. So, but there is this stark contrast, right? And for a lot of you, you found this family online. And Spirit is making me feel like lean into that, right? For a lot of you, it may even be a meditation group. Spirit says lean into that this month. Allow that to help foster healing is what I hear. So I'm hearing business, the Emperor, stability, the Emperor, going in stability. The goat is what I hear, right? I'm looking at the goats. The goat, right? The Emperor. Fat-headed. Right? Ego is the thing about the Emperor that we must always remember. Right? That we must integrate the ego. We must embrace the ego so that the ego is not in fear-based energy. Because when he or she, really when that energy of ego is, that masculine is, right? When that masculine energy is toxic, right? We tend to do things that are extremely toxic. So watch the integration of ego this month, co-creator, especially when it comes to business. I'm hearing humble yourself, right? And that does not mean don't feel yourself. That doesn't mean don't pat yourself on the back. That means have humility. Ashe, when it comes to your business. So fatherhood, some of you may be becoming papas, right? And I'm hearing for some of you, you may be becoming mentors, or there's someone that looks up to you, co-creator, that you don't even understand looks up to you, right? There's someone that watches you. You may have a page, right, that gains stability from you posting. So Spirit says continue to do that. Authority, structure, and control, right? And they're throwing me back to that Queen of Cups into the King of Cups energy, right? There's authority over your emotions, over your intuition that you are either developing or have developed, co-creators. And Spirit says that's leading to stability, especially in your business. Allow your intuition, Ashe, to guide you, because it's leading you to a beautiful place, right? It's leading you to an abundant place. It's leading you to a place where your cup runneth over. Ashe. So family, friends, business, I'm hearing finances, clock, need time, takes time, end time, cycles, time to heal, progress, right? There's this, and I said that too, right? There was this there's unsuredness that I felt, right? It was like, finances? Is that a question? Is that a question, co-creators? Right? So there's a bit of uncertainty, right? But Spirit says, talking clock, Emperor, King. That again, this is something that you've progressed. This is also something that you've talked about for a long time, right? Or something that you've been healing for quite some time. They're also throwing me to my own healing when it comes to finances and my issue with the energy of money and not understanding that it is currency. That money isn't bad, co-creators. Especially in a reality where we have lifted money up, Ashe, to a certain frequency that allows us certain freedoms. For some of you, get you some malachite, Ashe, this month. Keep it in your pocket, keep it in your purse, right? Meditate on it and on your finances and opening that frequency and I'm hearing of aligning with that frequency. You want trillions of dollars? You want trillions of dollars. Don't have no shame when it comes to that. Hell, I want $1 trillion. Come on now, co-creators. Have no shame when you feel that. I deserve $1 trillion. I deserve multiple properties. I deserve a life in which I do and move the ways that I want to, that allow me to feel free. You are allowed that. You are deserving of that. And that does not make you greedy. That does not make you a bad person. Because your spiritual team knows that if they drop gold, Ashe, or if they laid gold at your feet, it wouldn't be just you eating. You would be picking that gold up, buying something for you and buying something for someone else who is in need. Baby, this is why there are no tests for those in this collective. We gather gifts, wisdom, and blessings from the situations that happen in our lives. We no longer need to be tested because we are deserving. We are aware of this. And it may have taken you some time. You may still have a bit of a cycle left, but your finances are going to progress this month, co-creator. Whether that come in the form of new business ventures, new opportunities, or it comes in the form of, I'm hearing lottery for some of you guys. Small increments or small amounts and big amounts. There's this, it took time for you to have faith. It took time for you to rise to this alignment. But now that you are here, king, queen, emperor status. Because you notice that the King of Swords may be in the reverse, baby, but you sitting out here with royalty. Royal cards. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So partnerships, the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So in our partnerships, right? Our relationships. Now this could be your business partnership. This could be your soulmate, your partner, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, right? Your second boyfriend, your second girlfriend. We don't discriminate over here. Ashe. But when it comes to your relationships, the partnerships, right? Spirit says be lighthearted. Right? I'm feeling like they're also saying don't seek things out. Don't dig, right? We do not chase, we attract. Right? That which is in the dark must eventually come to the light. So when it comes to your partnerships, you ain't got to do all that. Keep it lighthearted, right? And allow that which needs to come, right? Adapt, change, heal. So there is a change coming in a lot of you guys' relationship. And a lot of this, the Spirit is telling me, because you have adapted and you are in the process of healing something major. That is going to give your, that's beautiful, Spirit. That's going to give your partnerships new wings, new life, especially in this month of January. Ashe, ashe, ashe. 2 for self. Because we are deserving. Come on now, Spirit. In real time. 2 for how you are relating to self this month. Let's focus, okay? Let's focus. Right? The star. Healthy choices. Number 7. 7-11. 7-11. Right? And I'm hearing again, right, 2024. Ashe, that a lot of you made healthy choices. A lot of you guys poured back into yourselves. Lord have mercy, I'm going to have to do this thing here. Okay, anyways, a lot of you guys made very healthy choices, right? A lot of you guys laughed a lot this year. And you have not yet to understand that energy has went forth into 2025, and co-creators this January look to laugh at self in the most beautiful ways: hope, faith, rejuvenation, spirituality, healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier, right? And this is a trip because you guys always get the January message before the January message. But the January message is self-care leads to self-discovery and peace. Self-love, self-care, being happier. This is what you are reflecting. This is what you will continue to reflect when it comes to yourself. And that's why your relationships are slowly turning and are starting to change. That's why you are in the energy of the snake and of the King of Cups, so that you can shed what needs to be shed and come out as this new, compassionate, caring, affectionate person that deserves to have relationships around them reflect that energy. Namaste and Ase, Master, Co-Creator.